Hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. Hey, if you liked the video, click that like button and click subscribe so that you'll get notifications whenever we post new content. Appreciate you watching. This is the Fat Man. I'm gone. Hey y'all, Fat Man Outdoors. Just want to make a little short video about something new that, well, new to me that I'm trying, and wanted to share with you all. When it comes to deer hunting or any kind of hunting, pretty much I am a creature of habit. I'm notorious for sticking to what's always worked for me. I don't like change because I get used to doing things a certain way, and that's the way I want to do it. Y'all may be that way, you may not, I don't know. But a friend of mine introduced me into something a few years back, which was something that's worked really good for me, and he got me to use them. And because I was always traditionally, when it comes to muzzleloading, strictly a powder guy. You know, I liked Pyrodex, I shot it a lot, and he introduced me to the Pyrodex pellets, and really liked those because it was a lot more convenient when you were trying to reload, especially if you're doing a fast reload, that you'd shot an animal and he was trying to get back up and you was trying to reload as fast as possible. And I really liked them. They had a good ignition time. They seemed to burn fairly clean for Pyrodex. You know, it's not the best stuff in the world. But now he's introduced me to something new this year that I hadn't saw, because I hadn't have any reason to go shopping for new powder or pellets, because I still had plenty of the Pyrodex pellets, the original ones. But he introduced me to these. It's 777 Fire Stick, and these have got a lot of unique characteristics to them that are different than what the Pyrodex pellets do, and I want to talk briefly about that and show them to you, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here in a moment. Now, on the package it says that it's cleaner burning, that you'll get more shots between cleanings, and I totally agree with that. It does shoot cleaner than Pyrodex pellets or powder Pyrodex. That I did notice there was a significant difference. But it also tells on the package that it's a higher velocity, that you'll get up to 50 feet per second faster. Now, we shot my muzzleloader, my Remington muzzleloader, through a chronograph, and I wish we would have got footage, but for somehow the footage got corrupted and we didn't have it, so I may have to back up and do that again. But we shot it through a chronograph, shooting 100 grains of Pyrodex pellets and with a 240 grain bullet over it, and then shot 100 grains of the Fire Stick with the exact same bullet over it. It's using the same Federal 209 primers, or Winchester 209 primers, I'm sorry. And it says you'll get up to 50 feet per second. We got 103 average over 3 shots. That's a lot. That's a big difference. 103 feet gain in a muzzleloader. That's the difference of making a shot in your 7-inch window on your zero at 200 yards instead of 150 yards. It's a big difference. So that was something that I immediately, two things that caught my attention to these when he switched me over to them, was they shoot cleaner and they shoot faster. But now I want to show you something that I thought was pretty neat. Now, on the package it says that, let me find it here, longitudinal grooves. I hope I pronounced that word correctly, because that's really hard. Longitudinal grooves provide more surface area for ignition. Now, I'm going to show you what they mean by the longitudinal grooves. That if you look at these pellets, they're kind of star-shaped. I hope you can see that. And it goes all the way up. That's the way they're shaped from one end to the other. And I'm assuming that when those set in there, that when the initial strike from your primer ignites the end of one of these, the fire actually even starts around the pellet and ignites the other two in front of it even faster. It doesn't have to burn up to them. It ignites the whole package at one time. So they do have a lot faster ignition point, and they do seem to fire faster and respond faster. There's not as much of a hesitation when you pull the trigger on them. and they do shoot faster. They seem to me, it's a lot easier to put a second shot behind the shot you just made. It's not as hard to put the bullet down in on top of them. They seem to be a lot easier to load behind. That makes a big difference, especially if you've shot an animal and it's down and it's trying to get back up and you need to make a second shot quick. Now, it does make it worlds easier to clean. Easier to clean than Pyrodex. I think it's a whole lot easier. I've noticed that when I water scrub my barrel after I've shot it with these, the water doesn't turn like really crazy black. Where with the Pyrodex pellets, it gets pretty dirty. Even if it's only after one shot, there's a lot of black in there. But the Pyrodex pellets still work just fine. I've killed a lot of deer with those Pyrodex pellets. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. But if this is something my dad always told me, you can't never blame a man for trying to better himself. This is bettering me when I'm holding my muzzleloader. I'm not stopping using Pyrodex pellets because I don't want to use them anymore. I'm stopping using Pyrodex pellets because these are better. And the only drawback I see to these, that there is a significant price difference. This basically, there's 60 of these in a package, and it takes 3 of them to make a 100 grain shot, and that's what I shoot out of my Remington is 100 grains per shot. So it takes 3 of the pellets. There's 60 pellets in one of these packs, and it's about 33 bucks. So it's about $10–12 more expensive for these for the same amount of shots than if you get with Pyrodex pellets. But like I said, it's worth it. Hodgkins has really done a great job with these. They put some real research into trying to make black powder shooting more effective and more consistent and more accurate. So the price difference is the big thing. But you know, I mean, it's made a huge difference in how muzzleloading is something that you can enjoy and be effective with and harvest animals with. So guys, I give it a thumbs up, a big thumbs up. If you're going to restock on pellets, look into the fire sticks. Don't go buy new Pyrodex pellets. Look into these Hodgkins fire sticks. You'll like them when you do. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and I just wanted to say thank you to all the viewers. We have reached over 600 subscribers. Y'all are awesome. See you in the next video. It's the Fat Man. I'm gone.